Hi everyone. Good evening, good morning, good day, depends where you are. Today we're gonna polish everything we made before. So let's make it irresistible. I have a new technique to share my screen because before it didn't share. So let's see. It's say again sharing. So let's hope it does. I should have closed those, but it's not important. Okay, so this is day 2 of the Sell It Already workshop, and welcome back. Yesterday we talked about positioning, and now you know why your course is amazing, uh, but you also realize what could be the problem of not selling it. So today we're gonna make it irresistible by solving all of these problems. We're gonna find out the kind of offers that makes people stop and they say, "Oh, I want to have this." So, as you have refined your courses, the headlines. That's wonderful. Let's celebrate. Um, the clarity is your foundation. So now we package it so it looks and sounds and feels like it's ready. And then many people will want to buy it for the Black Friday. So just because your course is irresistible, it doesn't mean it have a lot of fancy ads, funnels. It just needs free things. Oh, this is the next slide. Oh, okay. I just go do like this, okay? Clarity, contrast, and confidence. So clarity, everyone know what is it, who is it for, what the result will they get, and they immediately understand that what they're gonna get. Because if they don't understand what they're gonna get, then they just most likely scroll away if they see it in social media. The contrast. So what is now and what will be after completing the course. So like a before and after uh, review. And confidence. So you are confident in your pricing. Don't say someone saying, "Oh, I don't have that much money." So I say, "Oh, I give you half a price. I give you free." No, you have a price. You set your price. You work with it, and then that's the price. And it's okay to have like a sales period, but then when you sit down in um, between Christmas and New Year, this is when most people sit down, or between Black Friday and Christmas, um, you sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna have a sale in March, I'm gonna have a sale in August, and that's your sales period, and you don't gonna change it just because oh, I really need some income. No, it's you're gonna do something else. But this is like a different topic. So your pricing, you are confident with your pricing, and no, you set it this because that's how much does it worth. You're confident in your visuals, not second guessing, not changing every second day. You know, this is it. And when you are speak about something, you are just sure. And the bonuses must feel like an easy win, like a gift from you. For example, you can say parenting mastery course, or you can say stop morning chaos, create calm routines in 7 days, even if you work full time. That sounds much better than parenting mastery because it's like so broad. Parenting is so broad. Or SEO for creators. That also sounds nice. But what is SEO? Do I know what is SEO? If I'm like a creator, I just like painting walls. Do I know what SEO is? Not surely. if someone is like in an older generation, depends what is it called old, because that's a third topic. So anyway, not everyone know what SEO is, and there are so many different kind of SEO, so that's like a very big topic. And then people, they don't buy just that, they're gonna, but if you say get found on Google without tech overwhelm, it's like the freebie course for creators to create an SEO system, then you're gonna get prices. So how do you do this? You get your day one positioning sentence and turn it into a tagline for your course page and banner. And then, but whenever you talk about your courses, you will see, or you link your courses, that's the line which is there, and everyone is know, aha, this is it. So do you remember I help who, and you tell who you help, go from before to after in the time frame. And if you know that, then you are confident, and you have the confidence, the contrast, and the clarity. But how can you be confident in your pricing when there are so many courses? There are three different economic models usually for nowadays for the courses. There is the attention driven, when you are doing social media, a lot of things in social media, and then you give away, or you have like a micro course, like a short one, and then they pick it up in social media, and this one you have to buy a lot or sell a lot to have like a normal income. This is why it's called attention driven. You need a lot of attention. There is a transformation driven. It's like when you give a result. This is usually high ticket, because people who want to save time, they pay anything to solve the problem quickly. This is that kind of course. And there is like a community driven, which is like a membership or a hybrid one, or maybe even a mastermind. These are all community courses. So you should think about which course fits your course, which type is it fit. Attention driven, transformation driven, or community driven. And then now you know where is your buyers hang out. This is like a little marketing trip, but we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. So to have the right price, you need to have the free P pricing framework, passive transformation, positioning, and payment logic. So how do you achieve this? There is like value based pricing and time based pricing. That you can give a higher price if it's like a longer thing, or it's give you a higher value, but it's like a matrix. I should have made the side of this. Then one side is like low value, little time, and the other side is big value and little time, and little value, big time. So a little value, big time also doesn't gonna really sell. More like the high value, little time, and then middle time, high value also can sell. Okay. For example, I say Instagram Reels for coaches. This is maybe like a small amount you can get for it, but become a certified parenting coach. That's like you give a certification. This is like telling you a higher value because you get a certification and automate your business operation. You have time, you give away time, so that will sell very nicely, like 5 figures. And if you not price it in the right range, it can hurt your course because everyone think, oh, why is it so cheap? If you put it more higher, then it's like no one's gonna buy it because it costs too much. Or you have to change your messaging. So you should write down your current price and write what result your course delivers. How much time the people save after they learn the things in your course, and then reprice it and double the price, because most people just give their courses too little price, because the price is never about how long does it take, it's about how big change you get or give. And these are like just ranges, statistical ranges. You can find your course and see where is it fits. Let's have some example. So, Job Ready German in 30 days. It's short and practical course because you get ready for a job. So it will be about short practical course range. Back Pain Freedom. That's also a short and practical course because you get to be free. But if you make it like a very, very short, then it's just a mini course. Business automation, save 10 hours a week. Now, this is like can be a signature course because, or a high ticket even, depends how you make it. My my ClickUp course, which is also save 10 hours a week, this is like a short and practical course because it's mostly templates, so it can fit in multiple categories. Depends how you frame it, and you think about what's the result worth for your student, and not just think about the financial aspect, the time aspect, the emotional aspect. If someone have a back pain, they will pay you an amount of price to get rid of the back pain. But on the other hand, does it ethical to ask them for a high price when they are already in pain? So that's, oh, I forgot to save it. That's another thing. I will not save. Other thing we should think about. Okay, then and also not just how you're wording, how is your visuals. We talk about this yesterday. Your visuals are your silent salespeople. If they show the afterset, peace, energy, success, yellow, orange, all of these morning colors, I call them, they will, and it's vibrant, they are happy to sell, except if you are selling like how to be calm when your children having a hysteric meltdown in the middle of the shop. That shouldn't be orange, in my opinion. So to make your sales page graphics and to show result, you can it's like a non-verbal sales team. If your buyer feels peace, confidence, success from the photos or graphics you create, you already sold some of their brain. In some of their brain is already sold because before they are even read the page, because they feel the emotions. For example, you can have a calm branding for parenting or wellness, energetic goal-driven visuals for marketing or fitness, trust building, minimalist visuals for finance or productivity. And you can use Canva for doing it because you can change stuff there. Okay. we talk about a little bit about the ethical part. So yes, we want to sell. Yes, we're running a business, so we need money. But this doesn't mean we have to step on other people to do that. Um, and actually, urgency works best when it's real. So we don't do fake countdowns and then we reset them. Uh, we have to focus on the transformation part. Um, and there are three triggers which get people most the time based that for now enroll before Black Friday to run lunch with the rush, or the capacity base is like only 30% fits in this course, or a bonus which you don't get after a certain time, like join now and get like a audit or your sales page or whatever. And then actually you can combine. And there is one more thing that some cases it can work. It depends on your industry. um, if you do like a live event, live speaking, live workshops, uh, I don't know if you noticed it, but when there is like big concerts, like and then the price change depends how many seats are sold. I noticed it a lot of times when I'm going for big concerts, like because they want these big arenas, they have a lot of seats and they don't want to run it half filled. So if they see, or um, some singers, I saw that very quickly. Like I don't want to give you examples, but some it's just sold out in the first day. But some singers need some. That can be two things. First, they have a higher goal and they want the price high, but then it's not sold, so they put it down. Or the place is bought the tickets and they have too much tickets and it's not gonna be full, and then they're gonna lose money, so they put down the price to have more tickets sold. So these are the options. A few examples for not having the fake countdowns. You can do like start before Black Friday, so your offer is live and people are ready to buy. This can be like I did the course. This is like how to sell in Black Friday, but I did it before Black Friday when everyone has time to focus on this instead of their own thing and all the amazing things you can buy in the shop. Our bonuses expired when, I don't know, like November 5th, and then all the bonuses expired, so you cannot get the live audit, you don't get the live call, you don't get a live Q&A. You choose what you don't get. Or this is apps doing that a lot of times. I notice like a membership price, and then it's like a lunch price, and then after a week they make the price higher because they get the feedback and then they can make it better. And you can also do that. You can do that with courses. You can do this with any of your programs, and actually everyone should raise their prices every year because you are getting better and better every year. So this is the main thing: time, capacity, and bonus. And now let's talk about the four main course type models that you can get. So you have the evergreen, it's like upload it once and sell it forever. For example, sales-based videos, downloads. This is very low maintenance, which is good because give you a lot of time to do other things. Give a passive revenue, But if you not market it, people doesn't really gonna know about it if you have a small audience. So it's good for people who have a big audience. Or you do retreats, and then after the retreat, or live speaking events, and after that there will be people who Google you, and this is the first thing which comes up. And then it's in the price point when people research, oh, I need this because I heard this amazing speaker over there. So this is what is good for. Or upsell, downsell, you can use it. The negative side, so it's harder to get an initial traction, and it's depends on the price. But if you get like a good onboarding sequence and funnels for it, which are evergreen, like people who sign up for your newsletter and then they get this as an offer for like, I don't know, some price, you know yourself better. So there is like a timed or limited access places. These are usually live dates. Some have community added, like we are having it now. It's like a live date. So it's like have a fixed start date. We have a live course. Sometimes there is a community element. Sometimes there is just a workshop. This gets higher conversion. The people better completion because they pay for it. They go here, and they think it's a higher value because the speaker who you're buying from is actually there. But you as a creator have to put in more times, and then have to be there when you say you are be there. Because I have been in courses when they say the live would be this and this and this time, and then the first few was there, and then as the time progressed it was ended up being in all different times, and it is just like give a better reputation for the course creator. But this, from the Black Friday point of view, this is really good because it gives scarcity. Because you say, I'm gonna have if you buy now, you can have a bonus of having this and this and this time, like December 1 to 3, a live call with me, or things like that. You know your course better, so these are just for examples. So you can have a membership subscription kind of model. This also gives you a recurring revenue. It gives a community, which is really good to create social media. But you have to create. They give you a monthly fee or weekly fee, and you have to create ongoing content continuously, and you have to manage the community. So most people usually hire someone to be able to manage this, because it's very high demanding for a creator, and the pricing is not always low, but most of the time it's like under 100 because you want a lot of people in. But if you make like a premium membership, which is like a higher price, then you have to have like a premium content, more engagement. So, and you have to give more. Otherwise, the people just doesn't gonna pay for it because they, as it's monthly recurring, they see the bill every month, and then it's like, oh, what is this I'm signed up for? I don't need this anymore if they are not engaged. So you have to keep the people engaged. This is the trick in this. And you can have like a hybrid model where you have evergreen content, you have like periodic lives, or you have office hours or live Q&As. It gives the best from everything, and it's like more keep the people engaged in the community if you put in lives, and you can tier this, like you have personal access, or you just have some people do like you make the live video and then everyone can see the live video, and after you cut out the live feed and just only, for example, in Zoom, the people who are in Zoom, they can communicate with you, but the rest of the people, and they can enter the Q&A and stuff like that, but the rest of the people can only see the live. So this is also can be tired like this. This is like effective model. And if you create evergreen funnels for it, then you get the leads to go in the community, and community members tell each other, or you can even do like a workshop, and then, oh, this workshop was part of this community, and then if you want to see the rest of it, you come in the community and then it's give you the cell. Actually, you can do a fifth one, which I didn't write in here because it just came to my mind. It's like you go like a group cell or license. This is people usually do with the corporations or enterprise packaging. And then this is like a high margin if you can set for an organization, because they always gonna be more than one person. And then you get like group tickets and group sales. What should you use for Black Friday? You might ask. If you want fast conversation, you want urgency, then you should have a cohort, or you have a hybrid one with limited seats or bonuses, which is just now. But it works better for already built courses, already produced ones. Evergreen is very slow in Black Friday because it's evergreen, so that people know they can always get it. So you have to combine it with something. And never forget, you have to think which fits your lifestyle. If you don't have much time, or you have like a small children, or you are traveling like me, you go for evergreen. Actually, I'm running more like a hybrid one because I have a lot of evergreen content, and then sometimes I just have an idea and run a workshop, and then of course I give this to my community, but I like invite new people in, kind of, if you know what I mean. And also you have to think about, okay, you making a workshop, but if you have your courses in like 4 languages, then you have to make the workshop in 4 different languages, because and it's 4 times your time. But you can have like statistics made, which language is the most, so which language the people in your community speak the most, and then teach the course in that language, and then add subtitles. Okay, now comes the big question. How do you choose your platform? Because there is only one answer. The best platform is always one what you actually will use. Not the trendiest one, not what your neighbor's success has, the one which you will use. So there are, I tell you a few often used ones, and then you can decide which is suitable for you the most. So there is the Teachable. Everyone heard about it. Everyone had a course in it. I say everyone in quotation mark because a lot of people heard about it. A lot of people have a course in it. If you go for the free level, then you have to pay transaction fee. Okay, so there is like transaction fee, which is like the cut they take from your sales, or you pay the fee for them monthly, and then and this is usually the case, and then they don't take a cut. So this last I checked, they pay 7.5 cut they take a transaction fee 7.5 if you don't pay the monthly fees. They offer payments, which is really nice. They are around a long time, so it's easy to creators to set up. A lot of people already use it so the students it can easily use it. They give out certificates if this is something you want to do. And it's have a built-in SaaS tool, which, because this is only what they do, they create courses and then they sell courses. So for this is really good. And they have their own payment processor, so you don't have to integrate. Then there is like Thinkific. It starts with free. They use the Stripe and PayPal for payments. Depends which plan are you. They ask for transaction fee. And this is really user friendly because it's drag and drop site builder. So if you are not know anything about tech, then you can still do it. And very straightforward for like your students also. Podia, it's like 33 euros per month, and they still take 5% fee. That's like a minimum level, and then like there is a higher level which is like 75 euros, but that one doesn't have a transaction fee, so you have to wait how many people gonna buy your course and what do you want to pay, the monthly fee or transaction fee. But this is like a really economical one, very easy to create, and you can also have digital products and you can also have memberships. And there is Kajabi, that's also a lot of people use it. This is like a pricier one because their prices are start like 80 euros. They have Kajabi payments. They add if you pay with the card, so they add like a transaction fee. I think it's 1.5% of card fee. But this is like all in one side. They have emails, they have funnels, easy to use for students, and not that easy to set up, but there's like good user guide and there is community which have you set it up, or you can just ask me if you have questions. So there is Gumroad. It's like that. They have like 10% of the cut per transaction. They have also card processing fees, but it's very easy. So it's like extreme simple category. I don't know anything about tech. You just upload the file and then the person who saw it, they download the file and the people get immediate access, which is sometimes fine, sometimes not. It depends how you and what you're selling. But if you upload the file and download the file, that they either download the video or they download the workbook. So this is like for the basic courses. If you want something like delay in when, so if they see the first lesson, they can see the second lesson. If they do the workbook, they can see the next lesson. Then Gumroad is not your place. Then you need something more like Kajabi, which do all of these. But it's good to start with. Payhip, this is what I use for some of my courses. They take 5%, and or you can upgrade and it's like 30 euros a month. And then they take 2%, and then you can go to 400 euros, and then they know they don't take. It's very easy, very simple, very straightforward. You can have the delay coursing. You can make a storefront, you can have books, you can have courses, you can have coaching. You can create membership, but it's not much of a community. So it's not like Facebook, but people can communicate. And then you can set it however you want it. Not every platform lets you set however you want it. There is Udemy. It's like a marketplace. You can publish anything out there, but revenue is depends on where you get it from, and then depends the price they take. It's varies, so not everyone like it. It's like this very easy to people for you to discover. Very easy for people to discover you, but you don't get that much of a revenue. But there's a huge audience which you already get. So for like a basic course, or you just want to launch something, it's on a shelf and it's ready, and I don't know who to sell it and put it onto Udemy. But they have like an onboarding sequence, and this the students like it. I did a lot of course in Udemy because there's a lot of sales. It's not good for the creators, but from the students' point of view, if you want discoverability, then you go to Udemy or Skillshare. Skillshare is also like that. They give a subscription for the student, and how many people subscribe, you get like a royalty fee of the things the student watch from you, about how many minutes they watch from you. It's really good for brand building, but it's not really good for like a sales platform. So if you want audience, then you can build it there, or start building it there and take it to another platform. Or you can have multiple courses for multiple platforms, some for just building the audience, some is actually getting a revenue. And then the one which is building the audience can be like an evergreen one, and getting the revenue can be the higher performing ones. So you can play with it. But now let's just sell the ones which are on the shelf, and then later you can discover all of this. There is Coursera, edX, Udacity. They are mostly for courses which gives a certificate, and it's very complex how you get paid because it's a revenue sharing kind of thing. This is mainly for if you really teach something like get an Excel certificate, or which gives like English language test like ELTS or something like that, which gives a certificate in the end. So this is who I recommend it. There is LearnWords, which is a paid platform. You can have two categories: under 100 euros and up over 100 euros. And there's a lot of learning. So like tools which you can pay with, and then it's like the students like it because they can, different learning styles can learn differently. It was hard to explain. And it's also good give certificates. So there is Mighty Networks. I also used it before, but I find it difficult to make it because it's more of make a community kind of thing, less about courses, there is a lot of memberships and cohorts on it. There are pricing tiers, and your price depends on your payment processor and what plan you are on. It's really good for building a community, but for selling courses, it's you can only have the basic setup, not anything fancy. There's MemberVault, which is kind of like free membership or course platform, good for selling micro courses or resources, but not for high ticket anything. If you already have a website, you can have a WordPress plugin called LearnDash. You get a license, and then you put it on your WordPress site. You control the payments, the instructor, no platform cut. You just pay for Stripe or PayPal, and you pay the hosting because you have to pay the WordPress. It's very flexible, but you have to know WordPress to how to make it look good and things like that. System.io, this is where you signed up. This is like a funnel and course platform, very popular here in Europe. There are so many different spans, and you can do a lot of things with it, but it's have a learning curve. There is like hybrids, which goes like ClickFunnels is a fun. They are concentrating on funnels first. Very expensive, but very good for conversion. And then you can put in your courses in the funnels. So if you already have ClickFunnels, you doesn't need another thing because it's like inside. And there's Katra, which is also a funnel platform, and you can make emails and pages with it. And it's also for selling more like, and not all the fancy stuff. So if you are very course focused, it doesn't work. But if you are more like sending out emails, mini courses in emails, every day is a new project kind of, and then not a lot of video, more like text and stuff like that, then it's good. Then Ruzuku, it's kind of like Teachable, but it's easier to set up, cheaper, and it's like very minimal. There is Modla. It's open source, but it's need to be, you have to be like techy to set it up, even if it's free, because it's open source. If you want like a structured learning, you have like very structured and you have a lot of students, and then you want to give feedback, then it's good. You can do Google Classrooms. It's kind of unconventional and people don't talk about it, but Google Classroom is free. Everyone have a Gmail, so if they sign up, you already have their emails. And people just know how to use Google, so they feel like they are home. But there is no much of a commerce feature, and you have to manually enroll everyone. And then there is no payments, but you can connect it with Stripe. If you make a page, that's how I did. Make a page, the page you can log in your classroom, and then they pay and goes to Stripe. Stripe goes back, and then send the classroom link. And then you have to set your alarms when to close it. I did the connections with Make. Oh, as you can see, I tried a lot of these platforms because I cannot talk about it if I'm not trying it. CourseGG is a new one, which I'm trying now, and it was 250 euros for a year, I think, if I remember correctly. The setup was very easy. Everything makes sense, but it's not really good. So they are started it in the summer, and then it's not perfect yet. There is like some bugs in it. So that one is still a work in progress. And the other thing you can do, which is also unconventional, is use ClickUp. Like use a ClickUp doc and list. You can do list to get the content. You can have clips in ClickUp. You have the documentation ClickUp. You have the whiteboard, so you can draw. The people can answer formed questions. So that's also get it back. And then there is a task, so you have their notification. There are guest areas. You can do chat. So ClickUp can be used for. And if you want to use the form, it's not free, but everything else I mentioned before, it's free. You can, the problem with it, if you want to have like a high sales volume, not just people view, if people just view something, like you have a lead magnet, like an ebook or something, but you want the people to view, then it's free because you create a public link and everyone can see it. But if you want something more sophisticated, and you want to interact with your students, then you have to make them guests at a minimum level. The best to make them guests, because then they can only have access to whatever you do. And then if you are one person, then just every person get 5 guests. So if you want a high volume of people in it, then you do pay. The negative side of it, it doesn't have a built-in payment yet, but it's excellent for accountability. And you can always create the payments. You can send emails, and then you can have your Stripe in there. People can pay in Stripe. You can put in that embed that Stripe code, and then it's good for cohorts like task-based courses and hands-on programs. Not if you want to make like a workshop and then you show yourself. So what do you think is the best for you? You need to have to fit your tech comfort. Sorry about that. And language needs, because you have to check, depends. Not everyone use Latin letters. So if you have your course in some Asian languages, or you have your course in Hebrew, for example, or Arabic, then you have to check the platform if it supports that language, because they write from the other side and upside down. And not every platform supports that, and it's all get messed up, and then your student will get bad experience. So before you register with any platform, if you don't use Latin letters, you just check it if they can support that. ClickUp, I know it's only support left to right writing, so not like Arabic letters, because they are the other way. I always mix up which is left and right. This is why I don't drive. But once you pick your platform, you connect everything. You have to connect the payments. You have to connect the emails, and never forget you have to connect your analytics, because if you don't know what's happening, how do you gonna grow? And then you can do something like the course platform, and then Stripe. For example, someone sign up, and then you connect Stripe or PayPal if you prefer that, or your payment system, let's say that. because I think Wise can also do that now. Course Spectrum, and then you connect your welcome emails, and then the student get to their dashboard. And all of these, the welcome emails and the student dashboard, have to be in the student language. Otherwise, they're gonna be like disappointed. You can make tags like students sign up and then put a tag in it. Is this in Italian? Is this in Hungarian? This is in Hebrew. I don't know, all the different languages you can teach. And if you have this tag, you can always auto send the subtitles if you do a video, and then like this that subtitle course, and then the students will be happy about it. And then you can set yourself a reminder if you didn't complete this in your student page. There are like AI assisted localization and subtitles for multilingual learners, and there are programs for that also. If you want to know more about it, just ask. This is great to write it down, what your platform, what your payment provider, what your email provider, and how do you gonna make the content multilingual if you make it multilingual. And it's not enough your course is in multiple languages. Your welcome emails, the student dashboard, the subtitles for any video if you're not in that language, and knowing which students speak which languages. And then let's make the numbers real. For example, if your course is like 279 euros and then you have 2 people buy it, that's 5,940 euros. And this is what you not get now because your course is just in your OneDrive or Google Drive or Cloud or wherever you keep your course. So how do you calculate what you're gonna get? You get the course price, what you're gonna sell it for. You get a number what you expect for conversion, and you take it out the cost, what time and money it costs you. If you hire a videographer when you made the course, don't hire now, just use your phone. But if you before you hire the videographer, what was the cost? So you have to make it up, and then you have your ROI. And then you can compare this what you lose if you not sell it. So it can only be better. Even if one person buy your course, it's already better than keeping it on a shelf. And then you learn from it. Oh, and the price now and the price that we created now. Don't mix it up. And then you can have this price, and then you can create a goal of the students, and then you can have this as a potential Black Friday win. If you want to relaunch, then you can have like a software opening when you just email your email list with like promo, or you can have just a pop-up, limited seed bonus, or payment plan. Or you can just start sending everyone on the funnel automations. Okay, you have to plan a campaign, but this is gonna be next day topic. Friday, we're gonna talk about all marketing. Now we make all courses, we made the prices. I just wanted you to think about where do you want to, because we were thinking about what kind of course is gonna be, how do we gonna position it and pricing it. So now we polish the offer, choose a model, price it, pick the platform, and next time we market it multilingually, ethically, and automated way. Um, so use tomorrow to finalize your course price, decide on the delivery model and the platform, and just think about, you don't have to rebuild it, you just need to realign it with your current season. Um, and the hard work is done. Now it's just the itty bitty things which gonna make it profitable. So think about price. It's about the transformation, not the effort you created it. What transformation does your people, students get? Um, is the visual, and they create urgency, and they want to get your course because of that visual. Um, think about how much time do you want to spend in this course. So how do you want to deliver it, and what platform you want to put it in, and you are ready to launch, which we're gonna make Friday. So I hope you had a lot of fun and you learned a lot of things. We're gonna come back Friday and then market it, even if you don't have an audience. So see you Friday.